right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to my Black History Makers series. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I am talking to yet another incomparable, amazing, awesome sauce mover and shaker that I know. I can't say enough about her. We have already had some previous conversation, and I have told her how wonderful she is, and I want y'all to know how wonderful she is. Her name is Tequila Cousar, and she is a business owner. She's an entrepreneur. She is a certified life coach as well, which I didn't know until recently. She is a business strategist and so much more. So, Tequila, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us about you, what you do. Tell us about your business and businesses.
Okay, yes, I am a serial entrepreneur. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction, my friend. um, when it comes to certified life coaching, because I have to break it down into like my three different um, components, because I get different people for different things. And when it comes to the sort of being a life coach, I get people who are, they're probably not necessarily entrepreneurs, but they've gone through a really bad period of their life. They've gotten some therapy. Now they're ready to hit a goal. They got this goal of doing something. So, they have these internal vices that they're dealing with. And we go in, help them clean those up, get a clear vision. And, from there, I teach them how to create the life strategy that they need to get in and get out their own way. And then they can start shooting their shots. And the more clear you are at where you want to be and the more clutter you can clear away from your life, the easier and better it will be for you to get that goal and grow. Because if we're going after a goal, we have to grow. We have to grow with the goal. So the growth is the goal, and that's important when it comes to the life coaching. With business, I get various people. Someone saying, "Hey, I put a social media video out here yesterday, and it's like my life is lit. Like I'm doing these good things. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." But I don't have any money. I don't have any loot. So, how can you help me create an income, with what I love doing? And I've coached anywhere from people with that are hygienists, because I am a certified or a registered dental hygienist. I've helped them. You burn out. What's next for me? I'm going to show you. I'm going to help you identify that next thing for you and help you package that. And I also get people who are they're business owners, and they're making money, but they're like, what else can I do? Like, what areas can I also make money? We create a package for that. And I love it. I love what I do. It's an easy thing. I mean, it's so easy for me to do it. And it's so easy, girl. I do it free. I do it free for people because but not all the time. So
Right. Yeah.
I don't want people to get the idea that I'm
Right.
out
You'll be
offering
getting all
my
these
person
phone
free.
calls.
Right. But I lead with my heart. I do. And when I see a person who I know can be doing better with their business, I'm like, hey sis, this is what you can do with your business. Why don't you try it? And I've had people go out there and they shoot their shot by trying it and they win. So it's an incredible journey. I've been on this for some time. I've been in the entrepreneur sector for about 21 years. I did it while I was in college. I started really there because we know college. We get that little struggle. How can I make a little more money in college? So I started selling, legal assistance to people, and I was making money. It helped me pay for books, tuition, what have you, and I just never stopped from there.
Right. So let's
Yeah.
talk about the life coaching. And I want to talk a little bit about that because, we're in this time right now where, this pandemic is driving everybody bonkers, right? It's like we all losing our minds right now.
Mhm.
And there's so many people who want to start businesses, or they have a business and things are going awry, or even in their personal lives,
Mhm.
things are just going just out of balance for them. People think things are out of balance for people, and people just don't know what direction to go in. So when you get someone that comes to you and says, hey, I'm at this crossroads right now, Tequila, I don't know what to do. I'm doing my life just feels like I'm just here. I want to do something more, but what do I do? How do you help them to try to figure out that direction in their life, and maybe to kind of get that clarity? You mentioned clearing the clutter. How do you help? Give us a little bit more detail about how you help someone with that, because I know, I'll be honest, all transparency, been there, been there, been there. I might need to schedule an appointment with you while you're fooling, okay? Because seriously,
Yeah.
it's like, what do I do? I'm feeling weird, and I'll say all that. I say all that too to also add to that. Um, I'm middle age, what's considered middle aged, right? So when you start getting up there in your 50s, things start feeling weird for you, right? You're like, okay, well, you're looking at all the younger girls, and they're doing all this stuff, and then sometimes it's menopause, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes physically you just feel weird, you just don't feel right, you don't feel like you're enough. And I hear that so much from people. So talk to us about that and how you help people with those types of things. I know that was a lot, but
But it was good because that's how people come to me. They come to me and it's like, here, boom, I'm dumping all of this on you. What can I do? I always start with true self-awareness. And that comes from being still. We live in the world like everything is busy. Everything was busy.
yeah,
But when we got to go back to 2020 for just a little bit, and I will bring it back to now. In 2020, the world stood still. Like we stood still. There were so many things that were revealed physically in nature. In the Himalayas, we saw the beautiful in India, we saw the Himalayas mountains. Beautiful. They hadn't seen that in over 30 years. The smog, the air was clear and clean. The world was quiet for a while. That allowed us as individuals to also get quiet. We also had to be more introspective and think about, man, like, what is it that I really desire to do? Um, just a little backstory, because I have to unravel this. When the pandemic hit, I actually was furloughed as a dental hygienist. I'm still work, just some evenings. It's not much, but because I love what I do, I'm at the hospital, children's hospital, and my career came to a screeching halt. Like,
yeah,
hey, you got to go. We were really kind of first in line because we're right in people's mouths.
right.
So that in itself was like, whoa, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I always start with, okay, self-awareness. What are you doing now that is so good that you are doing it and it doesn't even feel like it's a work, it's a job to you?
Yeah,
What does that feel like? Like, what is it? Some people have been so involved with their jobs that they don't understand that they go home and they actually like just baking cookies. They just like, oh, let's bake, let's do this with the kids, but they do so good at this. Their job takes away mentally. They invest that time in their job, but they don't invest the time in their self. COVID allowed a lot of people to invest time in themselves. And then you say, man, okay, I love baking cookies. What is the next step? And that's when we talk about the next step. The clutter really is, you can't, how can I put this? The clutter is everything. I'm sorry. It's not just mental clutter, but it's your home. Your home
yeah,
is the very first thing that you want to address. Like I'm telling you, people have thousands and thousands of books. They have a bunch of clothes. They have a bunch of dishes. They have a bunch of food. Like it's stuff that we don't really need. Yeah, we had to go in and clean, get bunch of things and stock up for COVID. But that doesn't negate the fact that your home might be the first problem. Go and watch Tidy Up on on Netflix, or The Minimalist, and identify those things that are truly that are in your way in your home. Remove those, and guess what? Your vision of who you are now, who you want to become, what you can possibly be doing will start to really reveal itself.
Yeah.
Now you just need the pattern on how that go, the execution on how I can implement these things to actually, make money. And retirement age, yes, my husband, he's really close to that. And he's just like, what am I to do? Sometimes you have to identify a few things that you love, go out there and try it and see what actually works.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things out there. Yeah, we got the millennials, and they are really clear on what they want to do. They go out here and they do it, but we're sort of slower to do. We're sort of slower to do that because we have these beliefs that business is, it's a huge risk and you're going to lose a lot, and a lot of people aren't successful. Those are only beliefs. So we go in and we clean up beliefs that you have that have kept you, even the ones that your parents have embedded in you. And it's important, now as we're starting to raise the young ones. I have a younger daughter. I not instilled my beliefs on her because I've gone and cleaned up my beliefs. So that's how it all starts. It all starts with cleaning up the clutter, the beliefs, the home, even your car. Everywhere is clutter.
Mhm.
You have clutter different places. If it's paper, it's all types of things. So we start to do that work, and then we start executing in order how things supposed to look from there.
It's amazing because the truth is that, it really is truth that when you clean up, you're like, I know for me personally, when I clean up my office, I feel so much better.
Mhm.
Feel so much better. And I think when as I hear you talking and talking about the clearing of the clutter, I see how that then brings that self-awareness, because clearing up that clutter in your head, like you said, all those limiting beliefs, right? Those things that you just, it's a belief that limits you
Yep.
from self-awareness.
Yeah.
And you may feel a certain way about a certain thing, and that just keeps you from doing some of the things that you can do. I think our a lot of people in that middle age group from maybe 45, 50 and up, have a lot of limiting beliefs, because we were born in an era, I think, where it wasn't like now. Like you said, the millennials get out there and they just pop in doing stuff, and they but if you think about it, when we were in our 20s, we took risks, right? I think as you get older, the world starts happening and life starts happening, and then that starts changing things for you. So I agree with you. I think that clutter piece is a big, big deal. So if you had to give someone, would that be the biggest tip that you would give someone as far as the whole life coaching piece? Let's first just clear out your clutter. Let's go to your house and let's clear out everything that you absolutely don't need in your life, because that could be limiting things for you.
That could be limiting things from you. It starts with your home, because that's where you're most creative. They basically say home is where the heart is. If
Yeah.
the heart is cluttered, if the home is cluttered, you are living in a state of confusion at this time. You can't sit down and create a beautiful piece of work, whatever work you're creating, if you look around and your office is cluttered.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, I've had that. I've tried to sit down, in the past, because now I'm in like the declutter queen. My mom's like, how much more stuff do you need to get rid of? I'm like, look, as much as stuff it needs to needs to happen,
Oh, you come
because
in
we
this
bring
room. It'll be me, my desk, my phone, and that's it.
right. She like, Tequila, I think you can stop now. I think you can stop now. But that will tell you, once you get to a state of where okay, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
You're not attached to things. You understand? That's why the millennials, they're unattached to
Mm,
things. We are attached to things. You understand? So that's why it's hard for us to go out here and do these things, well, taking risk and putting money here and not afraid to lose it or afraid to lose it
right.
because of attachment to things.
Yeah.
So the more and more you can do the detachment of items in your life, the more you will see yourself doing so much better in your focus with your business and where you want to go. And you will move fairly quickly if you continue to stay in
Yeah.
that mindset of positivity.
And I can see how that can help in your business as well. And like for you as a business coach, you incorporating that whole life coach piece into your business coaching too, because you can actually help people get that clearer. I see how you can help people get that clearer direction. Like you had said earlier, how you help people figure that out from a business standpoint as well. Because, how do you figure out what direction you want to go in with a business if you still have a cluttered mind or a cluttered space and so forth. So I love that. Look,
Mhm.
I could sit here and talk to you about this all day long.
Me too.
I said that, I on my last interview, I said the very same thing for actually everyone I've interviewed. This is so interesting to me, the knowledge that you guys have. Um, in every topic. I'm big on the whole life thing too, because that I just know that a lot of things are psychological, right?
Mhm.
And so I could sit here, like I said, and talk to you forever,
Mhm.
but we can't. So if people want to reach you and talk more to you about what you can do to support them in their life and their business, where is the best place that you would like for them to try to reach out to you?
Yes, you can go to tequilacouser.com. Like, go to my website. I have it where you can schedule your 30 minutes free session with me so that we can identify your clutter, okay, your internal vices that you have. And then, I will put that plan together, that strategy together with you so that we can move forward. We can move forward with your life. So go to tequilacouser.com, but you can also, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can friend me on Facebook or follow me on Facebook and direct message me and we can talk there.
And are you on Instagram?
I am. It's tequila_Couser. But if you Google or I'm sorry, Instagram, search me, my name, you'll find me. Yeah.
Gotcha. And we are going to make sure that we have all of Tequila's information. So if anyone didn't get that and can't take a note, then we're gonna have all that information about Tequila. Tequila, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I do from the bottom of my heart. I love you to pieces. I appreciate everything that you do, and thank you for just being a gift to the whole world. I really believe that you are. So I thank you guys again for watching, and we will see you on the next one.